Now, when you compare Chet with Vic, 7'5" to 7'1", it's a 4-inch height differential, but those 4 inches will make a huge difference. Pause. Because now when Chet drives, it's going to be easier for him to now get low, use his shoulder, embrace contact, find his angles, and be able to get to where he wants to when he makes these drives. Whereas Vic, 7'5", higher frame, and you know what they always say, low man wins. So that's an advantage of Chet just being a little shorter. But Vic does have the advantage being 7'5", because when he blocks shots, he can get up higher than Chet can. But this is where Chet is able to make up for that difference. And that is through his agility, right? He's a little quicker on his feet. So even though he may not meet you as high up, he's going to be able to get there a little quicker. So that shot blocking ability is still very effective. And now looking at Chet as a ball handler, as a shot creator, playmaker, right? You may see that and be like, oh, that was a weak move. He's not strong enough. But I just see a player playing out of control. And as a footer, right, especially with this type of player build or this type of frame, you cannot allow yourself to get out of control because it's going to be harder to get yourself back into control. On the fact that if you make a move like this too quick, you're going to get up out of your base and it's going to be a longer way down. And you don't have as much muscle to be able to restabilize yourself and keep control on your drives and your attacks. So boom, Chet spin move, just right there loses that ball. Problem with all footers of this type of frame. But this right here, this is where Chet really has a huge gap on Vic. And he really learned this in his time in Gonzaga. So if you watch Chet during his time in Gonzaga, right, you realize he played a lot of traditional 5, which means setting a lot of off-ball screens and especially on-ball screens. And that's where Chet's advantage and knowledge of this action really comes into play, because he knows when to screen and hit, screen and slip, or even when to pop. And when he does get to the rim, he's rolling hard and is not scared of what may occur down there in the paint. And with Chet, right, he's just not no good shot blocker. He's also a disciplined defender in general. Because that very same skill you've seen right there is what separates great rim protectors and mid-rim protectors. And so on the shot attempt, right, as 14 goes up and Chet goes up, pay attention to the direction at which they're going to jump. 14 goes forward, Chet goes backward. This is how you're able to avoid fouls when players attack the rim. Because now, instead of jumping straight up or jumping forward into their space, you're hollowing them out and getting away from their space. And now there's not contact and the refs won't call a foul. And realize this too, right? He got the steal. Chet even got that block. I don't know if that was even a goal tag, man. That's tough. Now right here with Chet. Showing off the hand a little bit, take the ball down the floor, right? Get into his little moves. I'm telling you, on the floor, he's getting through a lot of the contact. It's on the gather, and you're really going to see it's a lot going forward. So look, gets into his range, makes this bump, gets his space, puts the defender in a bad position, but where does he leave the ball? In the middle of his body. Now, as a defender who got hit and is going backwards, your last ditch effort is to go swipe down. The furthest you're probably going to be able to get to is the middle of the body. So what Chet has to do is that as he enters this gather, put that ball towards that hip. Because now that he reaches, he's only going to hit arm, boom, 2 shots, now you're going to the line. And notice this right here too with Chet, right? We didn't see him slipping this whole time. But realize the gravity. He could still knock down the 3 as well. Despite getting all these lob passes and these layups on the inside, Jarace Walker doesn't even try to go and help or go over his stunt on the player that he's handing the ball off to, because Chet could knock down the 3 as well. So that gravity, put that next to SGA, he's going to be working, bro. Bright future ahead. And then right there, like I was saying, he knows when to screen and hit, slip, or when to pop. And so really notice how he's able to make this read, right? Goes over, sets that screen. And as he sets the screen, he's not just looking at the player that's guarding the ball. He's reading the entire floor. And so as he goes up, he notices that Jarace Walker stays on that right side. And so since he stays on the right side, that opens up that whole middle, and there's not as much help because the ball is now in the middle of the floor. And so Chet goes up, reads all of this action, barely even touches the player guarding the ball, so he doesn't alert him, 1, and he can't get caught up in contact and slow down his slip, 2. And so now, boom, ball handler, lob pass over the top, easy 2. And now right here, Chet as the ball handler, right? He's now trying to make some plays himself. But this is great offense by OKC. Great offense. And now Chet is really able to leverage his height in multiple ways in this one possession. So now realize this, boom, screen, gets the switch. So now he gets the switch, has a height advantage. What is this going to do to the defense? Send a double. And now Chet's height once again. He sees the double, and what he's able to do? Pass over the double, and now the players off the ball, they just do their thing. Unselfish, swinging, one more, swing, swing. But it's not over. Chet's height still comes into play because he's able to get this rebound at 7-1 without even jumping. And now too much pressure on the inside gets a foul. Now Chet once again with these screens. So manipulative. He's so understanding and paced when he sets these screens, and all bigs need to be able to do this. But notice how the screen is manipulative, right? Chet comes up on this left side, right? Chet's defender communicating the screen out to the player guarding the ball. Chet stops, about to flip this screen. And so since he didn't use that first screen, the player guarding the ball is now thinking to himself, they didn't use that first one. He flips it. Now they're going to use the second one. So what he's about to do on this move by the ball handler, jump out to that screen. Now he gets downhill, gets the angle. That's all he needs to be able to get there. All bigs must be able to do that. Flip screens and know when to flip it so you can optimize your angles. Once again with Chet. Great slip. His timing is always there. But even though they missed him on that first one, the ball still finds him, and he's a lob threat as well. But he could have got on this first one had they did this. So the ball handler's going to come off the screen, right? Jarris Walker, his hands are active, ready to blow up any pass that's going to get thrown up top. And he does. But now as a ball handler, be aware of the coverage. Understand that the closer you get to Jarris Walker, the harder you're making it for yourself to make this pass. So instead of getting here, getting downhill and trying to close up the space, you got to get back so you can throw that lob pass over the top and not have to worry about him being able to get a hand on that. And now right here, right, boom, Chet got the switch. But notice the gravity. The gravity, I don't even know if you're going to realize this on the first watch. That's why you're going to go back. And you're going to see exactly how Chet's gravity allowed him to get this bucket. So Chet, handoff, gets the switch. And now, notice what Jarris Walker's about to do, knowing that Chet has a switch and is at this elbow. Watch him. Step right, step right. Now he's putting all that weight onto his left foot so he could jump out right and be able to stop that pass from going there. So he's already anticipating this pass going through. So what does the ball handler do instead? He attacks the side that Jarris Walker is heavy on, which is now the ball handler's right. And he's able to get this angle on Jarris Walker, contact, boom, and one. And now right there, Chet in transition. Got the switch down low, right? They missed him on that first opportunity. But notice how Chet is going to react to being missed on that first opportunity though, right? Shot goes up. They got the miss. Chet throws his hands up, puts his head down, runs back on defense. But even though they missed you, this is why you can't do that. All right, now you got the switch. Mismatch right here. Throw this over the top. Lob pass, that should be easy too, right? But your teammates miss opportunities sometimes, right? And you got to play through it. You can't soak on it, right? And so realize this. You still have a mismatch. This whole possession is about to continue to go on. And Chet has not been fighting to get a second position or make another opportunity for himself to be able to get that ball once again. And rather than trying to make a second opportunity, he just stays down there, is caught up on that first play and that first missed opportunity instead of just trying to get another one. And right there, he actually hit on that screen too. You saw that hit too? He actually hit on that. Something Vic doesn't do. And he's firm on it. No moving screen either. Hits, hard roll. You get this right here with SGA, he's gonna be an all-star. He's gonna be an all-star. All the gravity SGA got, lob pass all day. And now right here, notice Chet, right? Boom, makes that switch onto Jarris Walker. This possession is about to be some horrendous defense, but finds himself with his length to be able to make a great effort. Chet on the ball, switch onto Jarris Walker. Ball drives, Chet, boom. Eye stuck on the ball, jumps out to where he thought Jarris Walker was because he got his eye stuck on the ball in the initial drive. So boom, ball gets kicked out to the wing. Now it gets kicked down to the short corner where his man is. And so what does Chet do with all his length? Be able to still make a play on the ball. That's crazy. And now right here with Chet, right? Another screen. Boom, gets underneath, gets behind the defense, catch, and didn't bring the ball down. That's exactly what every single coach tells you to do in a picture-perfect form. But this extraterrestrial built by that jit had to catch it, jump 5 inches up, and dunk it. It's crazy, bro. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. You blessed. You blessed by the touch of God, bro. And that's exactly what I was telling y'all. Even when Chet sets these screens, the ball handlers must do a better job of coming off controlled, paced, and be able to make the counters. Because boom, 14 right here. He's been cooking off these screens. And Jarris Walker tries to jump it again, but since he's under control, he's able to make this counter. And now he gets downhill, is able to get a bucket. Anytime, you must always be under control. And guess what? He finds himself another steal. 4 points in a matter of what, 8 seconds? And now right here with Chet, right? This is where he has a ton of room to improve, which is when he's going and attacking downhill in that in-between range. How are you able to counter off of it? Because notice this. Anytime Chet drives, right, and he doesn't have a straight line drive, or he's not able to turn his back and get into a post-up or a spin move or whatever, he just gets lost. He doesn't know what to do after that. If the defender's in front of him, he's just stuck. He doesn't have anything else outside of that. And then now he just throws something up. It's tough, late shot clock. And once again, peep here on the screen. This little hit. That hit makes a huge difference. And I don't even think you understand how much of a difference it makes. So say you got a player like Vic, right? Comes up to set the screen, doesn't even hit this defender. It does not put him at a position to where they cannot recover and put the two defenders in a gray area where they're unsure if they should switch or they should stay or what to do. So it's going to leave the ball handler with the better lane to drive, and it's going to leave Chet, if they even wanted to, for a shot up top. But it's only because of those hits that you give defenders a lot of pressure. Now, once again, Chet, bring the ball up. He does this every now and then, right? And like I said before, great getting through contact on the floor. It's those gathers, though. But really, peep this, right? Boom, change of direction. Attack, makes his bump. He's still on balance. But as he's going to go up and get into a shot, that's where he loses control, and he doesn't have some of the minute details, so he can be able to maximize these angles. And now he goes up, and he's not able to get through that contact. It's just when he's trying to get in the air. That's what he needs. He needs that layer to his game. Now, once again, another screen, another roll, and another bucket down low. He's not afraid to get inside, and this is going to be a huge help to Josh Giddey and SGA. A huge help. And it may just make him an all-star, like I said before. It might just. Once again, notice the slipping. It's fantastic timing. He doesn't even touch him at this point. He already knows the lane is open. Defenders are occupied in this right corner, and on that left side, they're just already able to get a bucket. This screening game is literally going to carry Chet's career damn near. Mix that in as he becomes a better shot creator as well. Come on, man. Like, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Look at this. Perfect timing. You give Josh Giddey SGA this, once again, he's going to be an all-star. And that's the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, turn on notifications. We're dropping videos daily. We just hit 5K, so appreciate all y'all for the support. 10K coming soon, and we out of here.